Flags. Why do we have them? Well, I may not be some big city vexillologist, but I do know that flags are for decoration, communication, and they're kind of useful on boats. But ultimately, flags are a symbol. For example, the Irish flag represents unity between the Irish nationalists and the followers of William of Orange. Guess which colour represents which? The flag is a symbol of unity between the Catholic and Protestant traditions on the island. Meanwhile, the US flag represents the 13 original colonies and the 50 states of the Union. And America has a history of flag worship. The Star-Spangled Banner has a long association with war imagery, with heroic soldiers, and for a lot of people, the Star-Spangled Banner is more than just a piece of cloth. There are some flags that make people feel a little uneasy. You don't think, for example, hey, there's a symbol of luck and fortune common in Hinduism and Buddhism. No, you think of Hitler, World War II, the Holocaust, the final solution, lots of bad things. And bad is probably an understatement. And what do you think when you see this flag? This is the Confederate Battle Flag, a flag that in popular culture is long associated with the Confederate States of America, but never was that unofficial country's official flag. The first flag of the Confederate States of America was designed by an Austrian named Nicola Marshall. Marshall's flag became known as the Stars and Bars, because it has stars and also bars. It does kind of look like a budget version of the US flag, which did cause some confusion at the Battle of Bull Run, because, well, people weren't quite sure which flag was which and which side they were on, which is kind of important when you're fighting a war. Because the two flags looked so alike, the Stars and Bars came in for further criticism for looking far too much like the abolitionist Union flag. So the Confederacy devised a new flag, one that really showed that they were pro-white people. In 1683, the Confederacy adopted a new flag, the Stainless Banner. It contained the Confederate Battle Flag, a red and blue saltire with stars representing the states of the Confederacy, and the rest of the flag was white. William T. Thompson, who designed the flag, called it the white man's flag. Unlike its name suggests, the flag actually got stained rather easily, and when hanging limp, resembled the flag of truce. So, while the Confederacy liked white skin, not so much a fan of white flags. In 1865, they updated that flag, put a little red stripe on it, and called it the Blood-Stained Banner, but the Confederacy didn't last much longer because the war ended that very same year. But people don't think of those flags when they think of the Confederacy. They think of the battle flag, or the flag of the Army of Northern Virginia. And that flag, as I said, was never the official flag of the Confederate States of America. Confederate leaders at the time said the battle flag looked kinda like a pair of suspenders, and no one really took it seriously until after the Stars and Bars was shown up at the Battle of Manassas. Except for the guy who made the flag, of course. William Porter Miles' flag was a blue St. George's cross on a red background with stars representing the slave-holding states. While the flag was never officially adopted by the Confederacy, it has become known as the Confederate flag, the rebel flag, the Dixie flag, the Southern Cross, a symbol of white supremacy, a symbol of Southern pride. It also flew in town line New York to the 1940s. The town was a self-declared Confederate enclave and symbolically rejoined the Union in 1946. As I've discussed before, the early 20th century in the US was a real crazily racist time. The Klan was super popular, and so was the battle flag. Many Southern battalions in World War II flew the flag as their unofficial emblem, and it was flown over Shuri Castle after the Battle of Okinawa. And the war in the Pacific was quite full of racial violence. US soldiers were sending home bones of Japanese soldiers as souvenirs. Someone even sent Roosevelt a letter opener made from human bone. In the 1950s and 60s, it became the embodiment of rebellion against the civil rights movement. It became an emblem that white people intended to use as a racist symbol. White people like the Klan. Yes, it appeared on the Dukes of Hazzard. Yes, it was used at football games. But, make no mistake about it, the Confederate battle flag is a symbol of racism. It is used by white supremacists. It was born out of that ideology. It is a racist symbol. Some people try and hold this flag up as a symbol of Southern pride. But at this point, the weight of history leans so heavily upon it as a symbol of racism and white supremacy that sounds like a lost cause. Might as well just take down the flag, put it away, and find yourselves a new symbol.